Underwater words. Sit in the position of the frog. Stretch your back, roll it up, but don't force it. Just as a wire pulled you from up, gently. Cross your legs, place your hands on your legs, and gently close your eyes or blur your vision towards the floor. And focus on your breath going in and out. And again, in and out. And while you breathe, imagine you are sitting on the bottom of the sea in a very special place. There is silence, there is calm, and see if some memories show up about when you swam in the sea. See if you can remember how movements are in the water. They are usually very slow and very light. And while you breathe, imagine that from the center of your chest, so from your breath, some movements arise in your arms. You can lift both arms together and move them as if you were underwater, feeling the resistance and the volume of the water against the skin of your hands, of the palms, and the back of your hands. You can move one arm at a time. You can try to push the water around you. Then you can draw some circles or decorations slowly in the water. Now, concentrate on the sensations of this kind of movement. How do your shoulders feel now? What is the feeling in your arms? Is there any difference between your left arm and the right arm? How do you feel movement in your hands? How do you feel your chest breathing underwater? Really concentrate on how your sensations change moment after moment while you move underwater. And now take a deep breath and let your hands gently fall like sand on the seabed, and position your hands on your legs. And try to become like a seaweed, a plant that lives in the sea. A seaweed is a bit like an underwater tree. It is well rooted in the ground, in the seabed, and its branches move with the arrival of the currents and streams. Sometimes these currents are mild, so the seaweed moves slowly. And so while you sit, gently move the top part of your body, your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your head, as if you were a seaweed, nicely and lightly floating with the streams. Other times, the streams are stronger and the seaweed moves a lot, left and right, forward and backwards, and again a sudden movement, and then two, but it remains well rooted. Feel the body, its weight on the floor, and this is the root of your seaweed. And then while you breathe, feel the flexibility of the branches of your seaweed. The seaweed doesn't break, doesn't rip. And then you can gently go back to a slower movement. And while you rest at the bottom of the sea, think that with our emotions, sometimes we can feel like a seaweed, moving here and there, sometimes strongly, sometimes slowly. But we too have the roots of the breath, and we can be flexible and safe in the stream of our emotions. When you feel ready, you can take a deep breath and gently open your eyes, bring in some of the calmness of the underwater world inside your room.